miss it. So that's awesome. So I'm gonna do that. And then I'm gonna just pop this up, and I think we'll have all the tech in place. Maybe. Blah blah blah. Let's see. So I can't believe, you guys, it is the last Monday of November.
Crazy.
Crazy, crazy, crazy. Let's see, where did I go?
It's flown by.
It really has. Let's see. Me, and then my videos, and then live. Okay. So hopefully that will show up there in a minute. Okay. So welcome to Monday Night Meetup. I'm Laura Lee Roberts with Offerings of Wonder. I'm Laura Lee. It is the last Monday of the month. I'm going to go ahead and make me big here for a second. There we go. So taking control of you. So we are going to be making these woven ornaments. And I wanted to talk about a couple different things before we get started. So you could use a styrofoam ball. What I was using was, I think they were 2.5 inches, and that's just because that's what I had. But you could make these any size. Like once you learn the technique, you can make them any size. So you just need to adjust how long your spokes are, and you can go. Or you can use like a, I got these. I got whole container of them over there after Christmas last year, because they're really, really cheap after Christmas. But anyway, so you can use these. These are plastic, which I like. I think there's glass ones you can get too, but I'd say for this, plastic is good. And because I have a dog, plastic is good. Because if it falls, it's not going to break. So you could use any, and if you're really good at shaping, you don't need to use anything. So I'm just gonna put that out there. I was gonna just do it without anything in the center, and then I said, well, you know what, it's a lot easier to shape when you have something you can go around. So that's what I'm going to do for tonight. But I know you guys have a lot of weaving experience, and so if you want to just do it without using anything in the center, you can do that too. If you do this one, you obviously get the little the little thing to put your hook or a ribbon on to hang from. If you do it with a styrofoam ball, you just need to slip something, whatever you're going to use for your loop to tie on. You just need to stick that in when we get towards the end. So I'll try to remind you about that. And if you're doing it by freehand, same thing, right? You would just put like a ribbon or string or something in to do that. If you're using a styrofoam ball, I hope you have some pins. Pins will just help you like stick it on to help it stay on better. And I don't think I put this in there, but if you're doing it with these, I grabbed some wax linen. I just grabbed a piece of wax linen so that once we start to put it on here, you can kind of tie it on to hold it on while you're doing your weaving till you get, up and around. You can also just hold it. The plastic is really slippery, is what I found. Very, very slippery. So then I ended up tying on to do that. All right. So we're going to do this really cool bottom. So we're going to be using 6 pieces of reed. And I think I said natural, but you could do this with anything. And I'm using number 2. Number 2 worked really well. I think you could probably use number 3. I haven't tried 3. I had a lot of 2 pieces around. So this one was just some variegated, right here. This was some variegated that I had. So that's what it came out as. It's triple twine that we're going to be doing on this. And so I'm going to do mine tonight, and I am going to do, anybody have a guess for color?
Purple. Purple.
You guys know me well. I'm going to do some purple and natural. So just to show you how you can use some different colors. So with all of that said, if you're weaving with me tonight, go ahead and get 6 pieces. I said about 14 inches, but this is what it's going to be more than you need on these. But what I'm going to say, whatever size ball that you're using, you can just, take a piece and measure around. So you can see, like, we got more than enough with 14, but just for whatever size that you're going to do these in, just figure out your spoke lengths, just, wrap it around and give yourself a little bit of extra for a little bit of bulk, but then, whoops. Okay.
So it just needs to go around the ball one time.
So we need 6 of these.
Gonna need 6 pieces. Yes.
Right.
So go ahead and cut 6 pieces if you haven't cut already. Cut one more here. And then go ahead and throw those in the water and let them get flexible, because we want the base is going to be the spokes need to be really flexible to do this base. So I don't know what this base is called. I'm sure there's a name. I bet it's in one of Flo's books. I just haven't dug it out, but I saw it used on a basket and I thought that's really cute. That's a cool way to start. It makes a nice closed base and it'd be cool for an ornament. So that's what we're doing. I don't know what it's called. It's a
I don't know what it's called either, but it's in her Madeira basket or something.
Okay.
I think.
I think I have her book. Well, if I can find the name, I will post it for you guys. So, all right. So what we're going to do, I'll just kind of walk through what we're going to do while the spokes are getting wet. We're going to create this little triangle piece in the middle. And then we're going to use 3 pieces. So I don't remember I think I said you needed like 54 feet of stuff. It took a lot. So what I would say, just use whatever you have. And kind of wing it. I kind of winged it trying to figure out the lengths, but you're going to need 3 pieces. We're going to be triple twining. The nice thing when we add on to this, your ends are just underneath, so you don't have to worry about your ends. They just kind of, get hidden underneath, which is really cool. And just makes a fun little ornament, a little bit different. I was thinking you could, and the other thing that I did, so we're gonna do the base. We're gonna do 2 rows where we're going to keep 2 spokes together. We're gonna do 2 rows flat on the table. Then we're going to separate the 2 spokes and continue twining around, and then it's just twining all the way around. And at the very top, because I couldn't get as close to there as I wanted, I took those 3 pieces and I braided them, and then I just glued them down around the thing to kind of fill in around the ends. So that's what we're going to do. All right, so you got your 6 pieces. I'm going to switch over to the table camera. Let's see. We're going to go over there. Okay. All right. So let me get this here a little bit. There we go. All right. So for your 6 pieces, we are going to basically fold them in half and where's my crimper? If you have a crimper, grab a crimper here. We're just going to kind of, going to fold them in half. And then we want to just kind of crimp, smush it. How's that for a nice technical term? We're going to crimp it. We're going to smush it so that, oops, get in the middle. There we go. So we can make a fold without cracking. I still cracked a little bit, but we're going to do that with all 6. You can do multiples at a time, but I wanted to do one to just show you. So again, fold it in half, find the center. I'm gonna crimp it, smush it. So basically what this does is it breaks down the fibers in the reed, and then you can make a really strong bend. Okay, so we're going to do that with all 6. All right, so why isn't this showing up over there? So I'm just checking. All right, well, I don't see it showing up on YouTube. Well, I'm hoping it's recording over there. All right, so smush, smush, smush.
My screen says that you're live on YouTube.
It does? Okay, great.
I think
Thank you.
so. Yeah.
It's just not showing up for me. That's all right, though. Okay, so we're going to get all 6 and we're going to smush them. Smush them in the middle so we can make nice, strong bends. All right. So let me see. Kathy, are you weaving with me tonight?
No, I'm watching.
Watching? Okay. Becky, you're weaving, it looks like.
Yes.
Linda,
Yes.
looks like you are.
Yep.
Kathy, you're watching. Kathy
Taking
M.
notes. Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
just watching. And you're running on YouTube. You're actually, I just checked.
Thank you so much. For some reason, I can't see it, but all right. All right. Debbie, are you weaving with us tonight?
Yes.
Yes, excellent. All right. Beverly, hey, welcome. I didn't see you. I just see you now.
Thank you.
Welcome. Are you watching tonight?
Yep.
Okay. And then I see Sheila. Sheila, I can't see you, but I see you on. Can you just write in the chat whether you're weaving with me tonight, just so I know who to check in with? That would be great. All right. So we are going to take 2 pieces and we're going to treat it as one. All right. So we're just going to hold. Let's see. Sheila just watching. Perfect. Thank you, Sheila. Okay. So we're going to, I've gotten the bent end towards me and the ends away from me. Okay. I'm going to pick up 2 more and I'm going to capture the 2 in my left hand. So with the one on my right. So the end is to my right here. My ends are going to the left and 2 pieces are below and 2 pieces are on top. So we're kind of, let's get there. Okay. Let me just hold that. So can you see that? So we're sandwiched in between. Are we good? Get a thumbs up. So make sure we do this part. Yes, yes. All right.
Good.
All right. The third set is where the magic happens. Get the pieces folded in half. Okay. We're going to take the loop. Whoops. You guys stay together there. We're going to fold them in half. We're going to take the loop and come over the top. So over the top. Okay.
Of just the 4?
Of all 4 of them. Yep. So we're going to go over the top.
That
We're
way.
going to take our ends and we're going to put our ends through this loop on the right. Oops. Get back on there.
Yep.
There we go. So let me get that there. There. All right. So the loop over all 4 of these, the ends through this loop. And then you're just going to tighten. Oops. Huh. Let's try that again. That's not right. Sorry, you guys.
Okay.
Loop to loop. Loop to loop. Oh, sorry. Let's try that again. Did yours fall apart like mine did? Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
All right. We've got the loop in the loop. So we've got the fold with the fold at the bottom, tips up top. We've got the second one on that is smushing it around. All right, let me just make sure before I say that again. I practiced a bunch of these bases because I wanted to make sure I had it. Silly me. All right. So that's there, that's there. So that's there, that's there. We want our tails. Ah, sorry, I went the wrong direction, that's why. Okay. We're gonna there we go. All right, we're gonna loop around the top ones, but we want our tails to the. All right, let me just hold for one moment, please. Boop-a-doo. We want our tails there. That grabs that. This grabs that. What am I doing wrong here? All right, give me one moment here so I don't lie to you guys. Let's see, that goes on the outside of that one.
No.
Have to go.
All right, let me get my bim-ba-doom 1 and 2. And then this one comes here and goes through there. Let me just make sure I got it right, and then I will redo it for you guys. We're going to do a do-over here. All right. Okay, we'll just, right, that captures everybody. Okay. All right, we're gonna do a do-over here. Okay, let's see. 1, 2. All right. All right. Whew. We're gonna start with those two again. Sorry, I just was on the wrong legs. Yeah, it's been a long Monday already for me, you guys. So sorry. Let's start again. All right, so we got the fold at the bottom. We've got the fold to the right carrying over. We want to capture these legs on the left. So we're going to capture those on the left. And then our tails are going to go through that first set. So
On the bottom.
On the bottom, yes. I was going from the wrong side. All right, so let me get them through, and they're going to go all the way through. And I'm just going to put it through loose and then hold it up for you guys so you can see. Boop-a-doop. There we go. Okay. There we go. There we go. Look how much prettier that looks. Okay. All right. So I'm not going to pull it all the way tight. So this was our first one. Loop at the bottom, tails towards the top. This one we grabbed the two here. So we've got the bend on the right side. The legs went over the up and down. And then our third one went over the legs to the left, or over the ends to the left, and through the base at the bottom. So let me just, I've got it loose. I just want to, so you guys can get there. So basically each of the bends, right, will end up interlocking here, and we'll straighten everything out as we tighten it up. But I want to just make sure everybody's got it. So up and down first. We're going to capture the up and downs going across with the bend to the right. And then we're going to take our third piece. We're going to loop over the ends to the left and go through the bend at the bottom. All right. I'm going to just hold that there, make sure everybody's. Oh, I see Becky's got hers nice and tight. Good job.
Getting there.
All right, I'm gonna do that. All right, so I'm
How
just
tight, how tight are we?
so you're gonna tighten it up and as tight as you can. So just kind of pull on one, pull on one. You're gonna kind of just keep tightening them up. Get that one pulled in. So basically, you want to try to get it snug, snug, snug. And that's why you need them nice and wet so that one, you can bend them, and two, you can pull them up nice and tight. All right. And you're going to have a triangle when you're all done. Okay. All right, I want to get a thumbs up when everybody has their little triangle. Let's see. Becky, you look
Almost.
all right. Linda, you're almost there.
I'm almost there. I'm just trying to straighten up what I'm trying to straighten up.
Yep.
I have a triangle.
Excellent. All right, Kathy M, how you doing? Got a triangle? Thumbs up?
Oh, I'm just watching.
Oh, you're just watching. I'm sorry. Let's see, Debbie, you are weaving there. Your thumbs up. All right. And then everybody else is watching. Excellent. Okay. When you got that, then we're going to need 3 pieces. So 3 pieces. And again, I'm using number 2. This is also triple twine. If you have bobbins, here, I'm going to put these little guys.
I get it.
They are really, really useful. If you have them and want to go grab them, they are very useful for doing this because I think otherwise things get you have to keep untangling, which is the fun of round reed and doing triple twine. So I'm going to put my pieces in the water. I think I'm going to do 2 purple and a natural. So we should get a swirl effect of doing this with the triple twine. But I wanted to do this. You could do the variegated, right? That's what this is. You could do a solid color. You could do 3 different colors. You could do 2 colors. So this is where your imagination comes in. All right, so I'm going to put some weavers in there. And then, as you're playing with this, you want this to be pretty neat. So, just make sure everything is lined up. And like, I could see this one is twisted. So I'm going to loosen it up a little bit. Put him over there. Got it nice and snug, and now nothing wants to move, right? So, there we go. Come on. There we go. All right. All right. That was my little piece that cracked a little bit, but we're just gonna call that good. All right. So once you have your triangle and you're happy with it, we're going to be weaving flat on the table. Let me stick this under here. There, so you can see a little bit better. And we're going to be doing triple twine, or 3-rod wale. They're both names for the same weaving technique. It is an over 2, under 1 is the technique. And so I want you to soak your weavers, get your weavers ready. I am going to I'm going to put mine on my little spoolie. Just to, I'm going to wrap around. You guys can see me in the other picture. The spoolies are nice for a couple of reasons. So one, they help, with the tangling. But because they're plastic, they help keep the reed moist as well. Which anybody who's used round reed knows it can dry out very quickly. So there's a one spoolie. So again, you need 3 pieces. So tell me, what colors are you guys using? Becky, what are you using?
I'm using the colors for my tree this year. So they're brown, natural, and kind of a stagey green.
Ooh, pretty. Ooh.
Yeah, that's what colors my Christmas tree. I'm doing trees this
I
year.
love that. All right. Let's see. Linda, what are you using?
Well, I've got some kind of burgundy and green and blue and gold. So we'll
Okay.
see. I don't know. Whatever I throw in here.
I was gonna say it doesn't. This is the kind of the fun of doing. So, you guys know I love to do a lot of stuff with scrappy stuff. I'm not personally using scrappy stuff tonight, but I thought about it. But I didn't want to frustrate anybody. So, but you could. I think it'd be good. So, Linda, is that what you're doing? Using up some scraps that you
Some
have?
of it is, yeah, it's some. Well, I don't use a lot of round reed, but I have in the past, so it's not the best, but it's
Okay.
it was in the hunk of round reed.
There we go. That works. All right, let me see. And Debbie, what colors are you using?
I've got 2 natural and a aquamarine.
Ooh, all right. Awesome. So this is going to be fun because when we're done, I'm going to try to take a snapshot of everybody holding up your ornaments to see what they look like, because I think it's going to be fun just to see all the different colors. Okay. So we're doing triple twine. So what you want to do is you are going to separate your spokes 2 and 2. And I'm going to start my first piece just leaving a little bit of a tail in between those 2. Okay. Let's see. I guess it doesn't really matter, but we'll do purple. All right. So I'm going to kind of spin a little bit. My next piece is going to go to the right of that spoke. And I'm just going to kind of hold with my left hand these ends. And then we're going to separate those next 2. So for 2 rows, we're going to treat the 2 spokes as a single spoke. Okay. So my third piece is going to go in between those 2. So that is my start. So I'm just going to bring that up. Here we go. So I split 2. I have this one that's in between the next 2. And then I split these 2. Whoops. Yeah, come back here. All right, there we go. All right, so triple twine is over 2, behind 1, and out. So I started here. So this is 1, this is 2. So it's going to go over those 2. It's going to go behind this third one and come back out. Let me just do that first one. I'm going to hold it up. All right. So now I'm going to take my natural one. It's going to go over 2, 1, 2. My pieces here. So I'm going to turn my hand. And it's going to split these next set of spokes. So it's going to go behind 1 and out. When you're doing triple twine, you should never have 2 pieces coming out the same space. If you end up with 2 pieces out the same space, you need to stop and look at what you're doing. So we're going to keep going here. Move my hands a little bit. Try to hold these first beginning ends in. Taking the one on the left over to behind one and out. One on the left, over to behind one and out. And back at the very beginning, I'm going to spin this baby around here. Okay. So now I'm back at the beginning. We're going to do these first 2 rows, actually first 3 rows flat on the table. Okay. So when you get that first row done, I want you to go around and just like make sure it's nice and tight, as tight as it can be, to your triangle. So I'm going to just take a second and tighten it. Okay. So you want it as close as you can to your triangle, and then you're going to keep going. So we're going to do 2 rows of triple twine with the using the 2 spokes together. So always the one on the left, over to behind one. Keep it as tight as you can. There we go. All right. Over to behind one. I'm going to keep spinning it so I can pull towards myself. It helps keep it a little tighter. There we go. All right. Over 2, behind 1. Who likes to triple twine?
I do.
After this part, I do.
Yeah, I think after we get this base going. All right. So I'm going to keep going around till I'm around 2 times. Let me
You
just
challenge me something fierce.
Pardon?
You challenge me something fierce.
That's good, Linda. That's good.
I know it is. I just
You can do it. You can do it. So basically we're making like the little rosette. All right. I think I've got, let's see, where did I start? Right there. Okay. So I'm back to my start. All right. So I'm going to get all my pieces here. All right. Tighten, tighten, tighten. Okay. So when we get 2 rows in, now we're going to start splitting our 2s into 1s. So we're still going to be going over 2, under 1, but now we're going to be doing the single spokes. So 1, 2, and then under 1. And so when we get done with this row, we're still doing this flat on the table. When we get done with this row, we'll have a nice little sunburst pattern with our spokes. When you start doing the, I think the singles, I think it's easier. So we're just splitting these spokes now. Still doing triple twine, over 2, under 1, and making the spokes. What do I want to say? Making the spokes spread out. Okay. 2, under 1. All right. And I should have said, sorry, I didn't say this. I usually try to remember this. If you are left-handed, obviously you would go in the opposite direction. Do I have any lefties on tonight?
Nope.
So, all right, let me just look in the.
Oh, come on.
Okay. All right, over 2, under 1. We get all the way around, and we're going to have a nice little sunburst. 2 under 1. I should have done 3 colors so it was easier to see for you guys, but sorry about that. All right. All right, one more to split the singles or the doubles into singles. And you don't have to step up on these. You just keep going. So that's easier, right, Linda?
Uh-huh.
All right. Bim-ba-dum, bim-ba-dum. All right, so I'm back to my beginning again.
That's not right.
And I'm just gonna stop there and just bring it up so you guys can see. Got a little rosette, so I wasn't too tight right there. Should have been tighter, but that's okay. That's the bottom. We're gonna just go for it. No stress in my classes, you guys. No stress.
Okay.
We're here to have fun.
Yep.
All right. Okay, so at this point, you can decide if you want to just shape in your hand. We're gonna start bending, you know, a little bit.
Oh,
If
crap.
you're ready to put it on, if you're using a styrofoam ball, you can put it on the styrofoam ball and just put a couple pins in, you know, to hold it in place. So that's why I said if you're going to do styrofoam ball, you take a pin, head pin. Let me just do this, all right? Don't go through the reed, but that's why I wanted you to use like a pins with a head, or if you have T-pins work really great. If you guys know what those are. Of course, I have a whole thing of T-pins somewhere,
Uh-huh.
not anywhere I could find, but
I
anyway.
found two.
So if you want to put it on a styrofoam ball, you can pin it on, and then let me move my camera up just a little bit. And then, you know, you can kind of flip it up and just start weaving. Make sure your spokes stay wet. Let me grab my water. But once you have it started and you get it on whatever you're going to weave, or if you want to do it, shape it by hand and not use anything in the center, you could do that as well. But I'm going to just give these guys a little spritz of water. Woo, okay. So if you're using a styrofoam ball, that's how you put it on a styrofoam ball. Let's just pin it on. If you're going to use a bulb, out. Okay. If you're going to use a bulb, you can take some wax linen, and I'm just, let's see, I'm gonna split my base. There we go. All right. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm just gonna, I flipped it over, so this is my inside. You can put your bulb right on top, and then I used some wax linen and I just went through there, and then I went the opposite direction, and this to me was actually the hardest part. Was tying on the bulb. And then I just did a couple twirls around to kind of hold it on the bulb, and then went the, you know, divided it into 4s and came down. And see, it fell out. So me to get my things a little bit longer here so I can. Get you on here. All right, so we got that on there. Tighten it up a little bit. So basically, however you can get it tied on, I'm just going to tell you that there's not a right or wrong way to tie it on, but you want to get it tied on so that it's going to hold the bulb. Dividing it in quarters seemed to work for me. I'm going to come underneath here. There we go. And I'm going to try to get that so it stays. All right, so I'm making a mess is what I'm doing. But I'm just trying to get it tied on so that I want to say it's not going to move too much. It's probably going to slip around as you're weaving, to be honest. But it's a guide, and you know, just be patient with it. All right, and then I'm just gonna zip that around there for now. Okay, so basically I've got it tied in fours. Somewhere, there we go. In quarters. All right. So now when I weave, I can just weave upright against the glass. That's a little bit. So you can decide however is most comfortable for you to have something to weave against. And so if you're using the styrofoam balls, you can use the pins to hold it in. And if you're using a regular bob, you can tie it on. I will just tell you that I know at least these plastic ones are really slippery, so I had to kind of keep adjusting as I went, but at least it helped hold it on a little bit. Does that make sense? Sort of.
Sort of.
Yes, it
Sort of.
does.
If you don't want to mess with tying it on, you just want to hold it in place, you can do that too. All right, so I'm going to come back here now. Let's see. There's that. And so I'm holding my left hand on the bulb. I've got my thumb underneath to kind of hold it in place. And I have a spoke that's really wimpy there. It's all right. Just keep going. All right. And then we're just going to keep triple twining. So you do want to try to make it as tight as possible. Try to hold this so you guys can see a little bit. So triple twine, and as it starts to what do I want to say? As it starts to bend around the ornament, you just need to make sure that you're keeping everything nice and tight. And after you get a couple rows in, you can really work at, you know, keeping your spokes straight, right? There's lots going on for these first few rows, right? So we want to try to keep our spokes going up straight. We want to try to have our weave as tight as possible. I'm not doing a very good job showing you guys tight here. There we go. That's a little better. You can hold it in your lap, which is usually easier for me when I demo, and make sure you guys can see. So we're still continuing with triple twine. So over two, under one, over two, under one, and I'm going to turn. See my bulb turn. I'm going to just flip it back, get it back in the right position. That's it. We're going to keep going. Over two, under one, all the way to the top. All the way to the top, you guys. So I'm going to just weave a little bit here. I promise it does get easier as you get, you know, on the bulb and or on the styrofoam. The big thing is you want to, you know, keep your weaving tight and you want to keep your spokes straight up and down. So just keep looking at them, you know, like I do weave, I make sure it's going to be up and down. Do weave, make sure it's going to be up and down. Now the wax linen I will just cut out at the end. So over 2 under 1, over 2 under 1. So with 2 colors, so 2 of one color and 1 of another color, you start to get a swirl. I think we'll get 1 more row in, and then I think that will become even more apparent. Keep everything moist. Let's do that. Do that. All right. There we go. That's starting to look a little better. I have a wimpy spoke. There we go. There we go. So, I think these would be pretty, like, if you have a tree that is like, Becky, like yours, where you're doing the colors of your tree. I think those are fun to do. I think these would again be fun to add on like as a tag for like a Christmas present.
Oh, that'd be cute.
You know, add it on as a kind of like as a tag on the outside. Again, school colors, right? We have a lot of people who are very proud of the schools that they went to or the sports teams that they like. Whoops, all right. That yeah, it totally popped out. All right, well, get back in there. There we go. Okay. So I'm just trying to, it's slippery, you guys. You know, you guys know I tell it like it is. It's slippery. So you just gotta be patient with it. Be patient with yourself. Every once in a while, make sure that the metal piece is up at the top. It's round all the way around, so it's okay. Actually, if it's sliding around a little bit as you're weaving, because it's still all the same shape. At least for mine, I'm using round. Now, there's an interesting thing, right? These things come in different shapes. Might be fun to try some different shapes.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah. So this is where, you know, I'll give you guys ideas and then we'll do that. So I'm gonna just get a little bit further because I see we're already at 8 o'clock almost. So let me talk. So basically you're going to keep a triple twining all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. And then when you get to the top, so I'm gonna walk through this. I braided my 3 pieces and then I cut my spokes so that they would lay up right against the top. And if you're doing this on the styrofoam balls, you can just take your ends and tuck them under the other side. So you can do that. And then I just braided. Can you guys see? Let's see, where did I start? Right here. Let me get it in good light. So I took it and I just did a braid. I made it like a long braid, probably, I don't know, however long, what's that? Maybe 3 inches or so, braided it. And then I used some super glue and I put some super glue down and laid the braid. So a little more super glue, laid the braid, a little more super glue, laid the braid. So it was all the way around and it covered up right around the edge. So I wanted to do that. Let me show you that. So you guys keep weaving for a few minutes. I am going to, where's my thing? Tonight is the giveaway for one of the Frosty Wonderland kits or boxes. And so, all right, I'm gonna move you over there, Bring this in a little bit closer so I can get to it. Let me go back to my Zoom. All right. There we go. I'm going to share my screen and we're going to do the drawing so you can see that I don't cheat. Okay. So here we go. I'm going to share that. All right, so now you guys can see my screen here. So this was the Frosty Wonderland holiday gift box. That was my giveaway. It says ready to award. So we're gonna click it and see who the winner is. Anybody feeling lucky? Did you guys all enter? I hope.
Yes.
I think I did.
All right.
Yes.
Let's see. We're gonna click. All right, let's see. Ma Basket Weaver at MSN.com. Anybody on here? I think so.
Nope.
All
Nope.
right. All right. Well, that is our winner. All right. I stopped that. So I will reach out and figure out who that is. All right. And then let me see. How many people do we have? I'm going to stop the spotlight for a second. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. 7 people I'm going to get. So it's my birthday month. It's the last Monday of my birthday month. But you guys get the presents for joining me on Zoom. So I'm going to do what I did last week. I'm going to kind of, what did I say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people on Zoom with me. So all right, let's see. We have 7, right? Four, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. Let's see. All right, Sheila, you are on just on the chat. I'm gonna let you pick first. So a number between 1 and 7. And just type it in the chat for me. Number 7. All right, number 7. I guess I should make me big so you guys can actually see what I'm pulling out. There we go. Because they're all weaving. All right, I have some Burt's Bees lip balm. As we're heading into the winter months, this was one of my favorite things to use on my lips. So, so Sheila, private message me your mailing address, and I will get this out for you. And I need a pen so I don't forget who gets what. All right, pen and paper. So thank you for joining tonight, Sheila. All right. Sheila gets the lip balm. All right, let's see. I'm just gonna kind of go that. Debbie, So a number between 1 and 6.
3.
3. 1, 2, 3. All right, Debbie, I have this cute little base.
Ooh,
Good. Ooh,
Oh, cute.
I like that.
yeah,
Thanks.
nice.
All right. And Debbie, do I have your address? I think I
Sure.
do.
6660 6660 Kearns, Kerns Road,
Okay.
Falls Church, Virginia. 2 words, Falls and Church.
Yeah. I think I've sent
22
you stuff, right?
Yeah, 22042.
Oh, 14. Okay. All
And
right.
okay, good. I have a question. Do you only do PayPal, or do you take
No.
credit?
You mean on my website?
Yeah.
Or yeah, no, I take credit cards and
Okay.
PayPal on my website. Yep.
Okay, great. Thanks.
All right. Okay. Thank you, Sheila. 2006. All right. I'm gonna 2006 last name. Atkins, Arkansas. No. Yes, Arkansas, right? AR. 2, 3. Excellent. Okay. All right. Let's see. I'm moving kind of on my screen. All right. Let's see. Beverly. 1 to 5.
4.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right. I have a pair of
Oh, cute.
my Josephine Knot earrings.
Yeah,
Pretty.
perfect.
All right. And Bev, I know I have your address.
Okay.
Okay. Kathy M.
5.
All right, you get it's a scarf.
Oh, you're being so generous your birthday month here.
Really?
I believe you have my address.
I believe I do too. And if I don't, I will reach back out.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see. All right, you guys. So I think Linda.
Did anybody do 1?
Nope, we have 1, 2, and 3 left.
I'll do 1.
1. You get
Cute.
a little bag. It's a little tote bag with spread kindness. Of course, it's purple.
I like purple.
Linda gets the bag. All right. Let's see. Becky, you are next on my thing.
I'll take
Got 2
3.
or 3.
3, please.
3. All right. You get this bag of hippo clamps.
Wow.
Oh, thank
Ooh.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
If you guys don't know, I will have these on my website soon. I just need to get them out there. But they are really nice clamps, and they kind of have that curve, so they're really great to use on rims. All right. So Becky, those are for you. All right. And then let's see. Becky gets the clamps. All right. So Kathy, you get the last one. And it is another pair of my Josephine Knot earrings.
Ooh, pretty.
Ooh,
Very pretty.
pretty. Thank you.
All right. These are this is Kathy. The pink, black. They're pink, black, and blue.
Nice.
And the other pair, I just put them, are pink and gold. All right. I just want to make sure I I got all the gifts. We got the giveaway. So the giveaway, for anybody who didn't know or hasn't seen any of my stuff that I've been posting, today's the last day to pre-order. This is the basket. This is the basket. The cute little basket.
Cute. Cute.
And it comes with the snowman mug and 4 packets of hot cocoa and 3 snowman ornaments and 10 snowballs that I've got out here. Snowballs. So 10 faux snowballs to have a little fun with inside.
Sweet.
So last day for pre-orders, and if you are looking for a gift for somebody and you don't have time to weave them, I am weaving up some. So you can either get it as an already woven basket to send with all the goodies or as a kit with all the goodies. So, all right. Everything for those are going out on just next Monday, December 4th. So giving me the rest of this week to finish weaving. Yeah, one in progress right here. Fun. That I've been working on. All right. So I think that's all the things that I wanted to make sure that I covered. All right. How is weaving coming?
I'm not
Anybody halfway yet?
I'm halfway up.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna spritz mine here. Spritz away, spritz away.
I'm not real happy with my start, but it'll be.
It's your first one,
I'll
right?
figure it out.
It's
I
your
don't
first
think
one.
I don't think I laid it flat enough to begin with. I think it was too bumpy to begin with.
Got it. Yeah,
That
so you
makes
want to
sense?
do it flat on the table for like until you get at least one row of the singles, and even you could even do 2 rows of the singles on the table, and then start to curve it. Oops. So yeah. All right, questions. Let me ask as you guys are working on these.
Could
I
you
don't
use number 3 on it?
I think you could probably use number 3 for the spokes and maybe the weavers. As long as
It'd
it was,
just be bigger. You'd have to make it bigger, I think.
I think I was just gonna say you'd need it on probably a bigger bulb. As long as it was flexible, I think it would be good. Number 2 just worked. So these are 2.5-inch ones, the ones that I've been working on. Just because that's what I have in my stock. But if you want, the bulbs definitely come bigger. So I think you could use number 3. Number 3 would be bigger and it would go a little faster.
How long were the spokes?
So I did 18, but 14, but they're way longer than you need. Right. So when you're figuring out your spokes, just take a spoke, I'm going to take a piece of flat reed so you can really see. Just figure out, lay it so that it's a little bit taller than what you need. And then just, wrap a piece around and figure out how big it is based on your bulb and then cut from there. So I said 14 more just because I want to make sure you guys had enough. Or if you wanted to, you could do a little rolled border with your spokes if they're longer at the top. So I chose to do the little braid because I thought it was kind of fun. At 3 pieces, it just lends itself to being a braid, from our weavers. But you could do at the top, you could do just a rolled border like a so you want your ends to be on the inside, so you could do like an over 1 and in all the way around and just end it like that. But yeah, other than that, it's just really working at keeping it tight, keeping your spokes up. And I wanted to show you guys, let me get around one more time, and then I'm going to show you guys what it looks like with the like the colors. Okay. So because we have an even number of spokes, when you're doing triple twine, let me just hold this one up here, it kind of starts stacking on each other almost.
Right.
If you had an odd number of spokes, it would be more of a swirl. Just saying. Okay. So if you want to stick an extra spoke in at some point, like at the bottom, and you want swirls, you can do that. Or if you had 3 colors, it would, you know, it would stack with the 3 colors. But I just wanted to show you guys that, you know,
But if you use variegated, wouldn't it just swirl anyway?
Well, yeah. So the variegated, here's the variegated.
You would get, I like that.
Yeah, you don't, you know, it doesn't really, it's not really any pattern. It's just whatever it came out to because of the variegated reed.
Right.
So. Yeah. All right. So I know you guys are working hard. So for you guys not weaving, does anybody have show and tell?
I do.
You do? All right, Kathy, let's see. Let me keep it.
It's the nativity that you sent me.
Oh, look at, oh, and you
Oh,
dyed it.
that's
Oh, it looks
pretty.
beautiful. Is that
Driftwood.
That's lovely.
driftwood? I like that.
Lovely.
Awesome.
Because
Good
the
job,
people kind of
Kathy.
pop.
Huh?
The people
beautiful.
kind of pop with the using the driftwood.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
I like the star being offset on it. It's different. I like it like that.
Yeah. Good job. Good job.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. I just got in the mail, it just came right before I got on live, some of the nativity sets from last year. So for my prior one. So I need to look to see what I have for bases. I'm out of the 2023 because I'm out of the bases for them. So I gotta talk to my base guy and see if he can't hook me up quick. So, all right, I'll remove you. Let's see. Anybody else have show and tell they want to do? Let's see. What is that little gadget you have your round read on? Oh, so Sheila was asking a question. What are their bobbins? I think they're called bobbins.
Yeah, bobbins.
Robins. Yep.
Right? Yeah. And they come in all different sizes, and they're really great when you're doing something like triple twine because it really helps for it helps not get everything as tangled. Let me just say that. And so when I'm demoing, especially, it's one less thing I have to worry about. Yes, Kathy.
And you can spray inside, and it'll keep the reed wet.
Yeah, yeah. So as you're, make me big again. There we go. So these are the bobbins, and they flip. So they flip like that. So there we go. So that's how you can wind them up, but then you can also spray them. But the reed stays fairly wet because it's in the plastic, so it's not getting, like, it's not hitting the air as much. And then you close them out, and then you just pull as you need. And they come in all sizes. These are bigger ones. Oh, I thought I had a little one. Here, these are little ones. So you can see, right, different sizes. And then there's a couple sizes in between too. So this one is I think this one is a 3.5 inch, and I know this one's just shy of 2 inches, just to kind of give you an idea of what they are. And then So, and then Sheila, to answer your questions, yes, you can order the pattern. The base for the one that Kathy showed is 3x5. Correct? Yes, thank you. 3x5, oval base. So, like the shape, but 3x5. I think these I have are, yeah, these are 3x6 that I had here. But 3x5, and it's an oval base. And then I have a guy that's here in Kentucky that I get some of my bases from. Is Baghdad Lumber is what it's called. And you're welcome to reach out to him. Yeah.
Where do you order your reed from?
My natural reed I get from Butte, PL Butte. And you have to order from them. For them to get wholesale prices, you have to order 25 pounds at a time. So a lot of people don't. So that's where I get my natural reed, and then my colored reed I get from Gina Keff from Gina's Baskets. She does an amazing job with her colors. She's awesome to work with. And then I tell people I dye my own reed when I don't plan well and I need it colored. Then I do my own. But I'd much rather pay Gina to dye and get the color. It's worth it for me and my time, and lets me focus on other things, my business. So I think I shared last week that I work for Humana during the day. That's my day job. They did offer a retirement package, and I need to make a decision by Friday. Ed and I are still crunching the numbers, but my hope is that we say yes. And then I really can do some more full-time with the basket stuff, and I can offer classes like during the week and during the daytime when there's a lot of people around here that would like to take classes. Right now I just do evenings and weekends. So Ed would like it to have some of my weekends back too. So. And for my Tennessee folks, I think I can share. But I did get accepted into Tennessee, so I will be back down for the conference this year.
Yay.
So,
oh, that's wonderful.
I know that everything hasn't been announced yet. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to share yet, but
It's okay. I won't tell.
You won't tell? You won't tell on me?
Yeah, nobody will know. This was just on YouTube.
Oh, that's true. It is on YouTube. Well, now the world knows. That's all right.
Goodness,
Yeah,
the Tennessee.
so Sheila, I do have some bobbins. I'm not sure if I have any on the website right now. So one of the things on my list this week is to get some other additional things up on the website. So I'll have bobbins, I'll have the hippo clamps, and then I'm gonna put some fall stuff up on sale. So it's everything that didn't sell on the Facebook page. I'm gonna go ahead and get that stuff up. So if you're looking for some fall embellishments, keep an eye out for that. And what else? There's lots going on. I said lots of stuff going on in my head right now to try to make this final decision, but I'm pretty excited. Let me see. All right. I think I got all your questions, Sheila. So let me just see. All right. Anybody else have show and tell? Let me check.
I have everything put away. I did a show and I just don't have anything to.
So you did a show this past weekend, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It wasn't real good.
It wasn't real good. Yeah. I
No.
did one a couple of weeks ago. It was okay. It wasn't great. It wasn't a flop, but it wasn't,
Well, I don't know if this was might have been the first or second year. So I don't, how that, because I don't know. But I think we might go back. I mean, I would try it again, I guess.
Yeah. Excellent. Excellent. All right. Let's see. Kathy, anything for show and tell tonight? Kathy M? No? Okay. All right. That's all right. Nothing for you, Beverly? All right. All right. Becky, anything for show and tell? Are you ready to show what you're what you're, let's
No,
see.
no, I just now got it on the ball. I was having
Okay.
a lot of trouble getting hands together, but I've got it now. But no, the only thing I've done lately is I did the star on the top of my tree. I used a metal frame that I
Yeah.
got at the dollar store, and it had a
Okay.
little embellishment on it, and I ripped the embellishment off, and I used 3/16 flat oval, but it's on top of the tree right now.
That's okay. Take a picture. Take a picture
I
and
will.
share.
I will.
I want to see, I want to definitely see. All right. Let's see. Debbie, anything for show and tell?
No, nothing new.
Okay. All right.
But
Thank
I
you.
have, yeah, I was gonna say, I have been using that fiber. Let me get one.
The fiber reed,
Yeah.
not reed, it's actually a paper, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
I gotta say, speaking of paper, I'm so excited. I'm gonna be going down to Shenandoah Creates in May to take a week with Annetta Crayville, if anybody's ever taken her classes. But it's gonna be all paper and diagonal, and hopefully my eyes will survive the week of all the craziness. Oh, let's see.
That'll be fun.
All right,
So
let
did
me
that-
make you big so I can see. Okay, there we go.
Oh,
Nice.
pretty.
Oh, that looks awesome.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So
And
our-
that's the
our
fiber
guild-
paper?
yeah, the fiber stuff. Our
Oh,
guild
okay.
had I ordered some stuff from somebody, and that was the fiber stuff, so I had plenty left over. So our guild, enjoyed it. The only thing is you have to use a lot of clips
Because it's slippery.
it slides. It slides.
Yeah.
It's good to know. I've got one I need to work on. One of these
So
days.
a hint for you is once you get like things squared up, like when you're doing your base and you get it squared up, you could spritz it lightly, not heavy.
Oh.
Spritz it and it almost like makes it stick together.
Oh, okay.
So it helps a little bit. You still need a lot of clips, but it's my hint for using that stuff. Spritz lightly because it makes it almost like it glues itself to each other.
Oh, good.
Well, thank you for sharing.
I do have another share. Our guild is having Ann Bowers is coming in May, and then I believe it's in June. I'm not sure. Marilyn Wald is coming, and they're both coming for 3 days to our guild, and we've got about 45 people. So we're trying to find a place big enough to have it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
We've got a lot of people. We've got a lot of new people. There's about 9-10 of us that have been weaving for a while, and then they do a lot of classes at least once a month at Cordell Hall, and so we get a lot of new people in there. So like every time, and most of them go to Livingston. So every time I go to Livingston, it's like I don't know, maybe but 2 people down there. Everybody is new because I don't get there very often because Tuesdays is when Mom has most of her appointments.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, but yeah, I mean, it's fun, and I cannot wait to work with Ann again, and Marilyn. I love Marilyn too. She was one of the first people when I started weaving. She came to Livingston and did 3 days, and I got to do 2 of them with her, and she's just an amazing teacher. I just really love her.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is so exciting. I'm excited.
It is. It is. Yeah. Yeah. I had talked to her at where was it? Oh, I was at North Carolina in March, and Marilyn was at the table behind me, and I kept working, and I was like, I know that voice, and I turned around, and and she happened to be looking at me, and I was like, then I saw you turn around and stare at me, and I said, I knew that voice. I just couldn't place a face. And I said, now I know, Marilyn. And then I talked to her and told her that Gwen was going to get in touch with her about doing some classes. So, yeah.
That's exciting. Yeah.
Yes. I like Marilyn because, I mean, Ann, she does one project, each of the 3 days. But Marilyn, she just lets you pick a kit and you can do whatever you want.
You can
So,
go. Yeah.
I like hers doing that way too. So
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Did
I don't have to worry about going all the way to Shenandoah, even though I'd love to go.
All right. So I think, all right, Sheila's got lesson plans to finish up. Good luck there, Lisa, Sheila. And I see Kathy had to leave. Anybody, did I miss anybody? Just want to make sure I didn't. I think I got everybody. All right, let's see. All right, Linda, let's see it. Let's see it.
I got this far. Let's see, how do I want to hold this?
There we
Oh,
go.
wow.
Okay, so you're almost there.
My beginning's a little weird, but I'm getting there. It's hard to get it pulled in.
You got to put, yep, you got to really push in on it
Yeah.
to get it pulled in.
I'm
Then-
getting there, but yeah.
Your ends, when you get to the top for your ends, you can just tuck them, especially you're using the styrofoam, you can just tuck them like across from each other, you know?
Oh, okay. Okay.
You can just tuck the ends in that way, and then so weave up as tight as you can, and then just tuck those ends, and then you can decide what you want to do at the top. You can do the little braid and put that on the top. You could, if your spokes are long enough and you don't want to tuck them, you could do like a little rolled border at the top.
Oh, okay.
It's like a, over one and in,
Mm-hmm.
and tuck it in, tuck those ends in as you go
Right.
around.
Okay.
And then you could put a bow right on top to cover up any little hole that's left there. A bow, because you're gonna want to string your ribbon or whatever you're gonna use to hang. Okay. Excellent. All right. So you guys are gonna have to post like finished pictures when we're done. And for the folks who are watching tonight, I want to see pictures. Make sure you tag me yours. They are fun. All right. Let's see. Debbie, you doing okay?
I'm getting there.
Let's see.
It's kind of,
Okay, so you're freehanding. All right.
I can do faster and better without the ball.
Without the ball. Okay. Yep. Just make sure that you look like you're getting pretty wide. I just want to make sure you come in. So otherwise, if you're learning the technique, that's the important part. And if you end up, Debbie, if you decide that you didn't want to pull it in as a ball, you can make it a little bowl basket and put a little rolled rim on it.
That's true.
Oh, that'd be cute.
I do a lot of my little small baskets like that.
Well, I've got a large ball. So
let's see. All right. Let's see. Let me see yours.
So I'm gonna have to pull it in some more.
Yep. Yep. So do you have any pins, Debbie?
I have some pins, but I tried it and it didn't really stick in there.
Okay.
So I'll just have to roll.
That's right. You're the boss of your basket, Debbie. You're the boss. Tell it what you want it to do. And I said, if you want to freehand, go ahead and freehand it. That's right. If you're good at shaping, you don't need anything in the middle. So, you could just pull it out and weave away and go for it. Especially if you're using something that's got the little metal thing on top with the hanger, you could freehand just check your size every once in a while till you get halfway up, and then stick it in, and then just start coming in, and then it'll hold it in. So do what's going to work for you. You have a mold if you want it. You can freehand it if you want it. You can I said the styrofoam, you can stick the pins in. So who is it? Debbie, you said the pins weren't working. So
my pins were short.
Too short. Okay. Well, if you have longer pins, what I do is I do pins in the bottom to start. And then as I start coming up, I move the pins.
Oh, okay.
Move them to, help keep it tight to the ball as you go up.
Okay.
Kind of angle them.
That's a good idea.
Angle them. Is that what I heard somebody say?
Yeah, that's what I found.
Okay.
If I angled them a little bit, they work.
They help. Yeah.
better.
Yeah,
so
they
you-
stay in better if you angle them.
Yeah. And you can move your pins, move your pins as you get some stuff woven. They just use them to help you. Use them to help you. So. All right. I think I've got everybody show and tell. Anybody have any questions?
Nope.
Anything that you're like dying to learn about that you want me to be demoing? I think next week I'm going to do a handle, a holiday handle. I saw somebody, maybe it was, shoot, what's her name? Jill Choate's daughter. Jenna, thank you. I think it was her that I saw. I saw a design that she had with trees, and it triggered. I was like, oh, that would be really pretty on a handle. So, so I think that's what we're going to try next week is a handle with a tree design in it.
Oh, that'd be perfect.
Okay.
That sounds cool.
Does anybody, this is totally off weaving, but does anybody that's on here know how to do those ornaments that you fold material and they come out like a point and you like start at the bottom and you pin them? I don't know how to describe it, but anyway, they're like Scandinavian or German or something. And
Okay, so
like,
there's the Swedish star.
Swedish star.
I think that's what it's
I have
called.
a pattern.
And
I
you're
can-
folding strips, and then there's
Yeah.
ones where people fold stuff and pin it to styrofoam.
Yeah, these were like little squares and you have to fold them and then you pin them and like you start at the bottom
Oh,
and you
yeah.
overlap them as you go up.
Oh,
And-
okay. That's
yeah.
different than the
Is
Swedish
it for a
star.
tree?
Yeah.
Make a tree, Becky?
Well, these were round and some of them, they kind of made them and they almost looked like a pine cone upside down. I don't know, but anyway, they're really pretty. And Mom had a bunch of material cut out and I asked her if she knew how to do them and she can't remember how to do it. And because I thought that was something that she and I could do together, you know.
Yeah.
And
Check with quilters. I think it's called a folded star.
folded star. Okay. I will try and remember that. Yes, ma'am. I will do that. I'll look on
Oh, look,
Facebook.
have you Googled it, Becky? Have you Googled?
I didn't know for sure what to call it.
I think it's a folded star.
A folded star. Okay. I will look at
There you
I
go.
will
There's
look that
something
up
to
on YouTube.
try.
I'll look that up on YouTube when I get off here.
And if you find it, share it.
Yep, I will. I will.
Um,
But yeah, I just
Any new gnomes for you this year?
not well. I made the one, oh, who is it? Is it Marilyn Parr that had the gnomes? I did the Grinch one. And I didn't even get a picture of it. It's down at my daughter's. I need to get a picture of it. But anyway, I did that one for her for Christmas. And then I've got the Easter Bunny one too. But no, like I said, I've done, well, now I have done some pine needle. Hang on. I've got a pine needle ornament I just got finished making. I did that in the doctor's office.
Gotta do what you gotta do, right?
Yeah,
Gotta keep those
exactly.
hands busy.
So
Yeah,
I
keep
just
those-
Googled the ornament thing, and if you Google folded, let's see, folded quilted ornaments, all kinds of YouTube and other stuff comes up. And there's some that look like pine cones. There's some, where you can buy a pattern on Etsy, but I'm sure that there's a lot of free stuff.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
Google folded quilted Christmas ornament.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
This is one that I did, and I used the walnut center.
Yeah.
And that's the only one I've got right now because I did two. I'm on the pine needle basket page, and we did an ornament exchange, and I did two. One I used a walnut center, and then the other one I started like out here and did a ring, and then I put a little gingerbread star in the middle of it, and then I did this. I'm trying to work on some mini baskets, and this is my first pine cone or pine needle mini basket.
And does that have a walnut bottom too?
No, yes, I'm sorry. Yes, because I didn't know for sure how to get that size. And so, yeah, I used a walnut slice on the bottom. So I guess I did have things to share. But yeah, I've been working on these like when we go to the doctor's because I've got a little basket that Angie made me, and it fits everything just perfectly. And I can put whatever thread I'm working on and some beads in it, and then it's got space on one side to put my pine needles in. So yeah, it's handy. So yeah, that's about all little things I've been doing, like the little, the little medicine medicine bottle baskets. I've
Nancy
done a couple.
Matthews. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
from Nancy Matthews. Yeah, I've been doing some of those too. I did several of them when Mom was at ICU. So yeah, gave me things to do.
Kept your hands busy, right? That's
Yes,
yeah.
definitely. Yeah, I read a lot when she was in there. Yeah, yeah.
All right, Linda, are you getting close?
Well, yeah. I don't know what to do at the top.
All right, let's see where you're at. Let me okay, let's see. All right, so I would probably keep going. Can you pull it in anymore?
I keep doing, I am. It's just a little
Okay.
confused.
I would try a couple more rows to get it pulled in. And then, you can get creative. You could take a little piece of material, you could take a little piece of felt, a little piece of
A big button.
a big button. Oh, a button would be really cute because you could button with holes because you could
Put the string
through, and then you could just glue it right on top. Close it down.
Thinking that might be what's going to happen on this one.
That's it. Yeah. This is part of getting creative, right? Just
right.
Yeah. All right. Well, you're getting there. You're almost there.
I'm almost done.
All right.
I envision doing one of these with wax linen and think it's going to take forever.
You could. I would say do a small one. Or you will be weaving for a long time, right? I love wax linen, but it does take time. It
does take a while. Our bunco group does an ornament exchange. So I'll see if I can get one perfect, or at least, better than this. and maybe that'll be my ornament exchange.
Oh, there you go. So
that's a good idea.
So remember, you guys, right? Just like anything, right? The first time you do something, you're learning the technique, you're learning what works, what doesn't work, getting your hands to move the way you want them to move.
Yeah.
So don't be too hard on yourselves, please. Please, please, please.
It's making my imagination go.
Good. That's the goal. That is the goal, right? Get the juices flowing. Think about just think about different ways you could do different color combinations. You could do what do I want to say, you could do different embellishments. You could hang something off that little triangle on the bottom,
right?
Or make the
tassel or something.
Make the triangle the top and hang something off of where you're ending, because then you can wear it up and hang.
I could put the button on the bottom and put the tassel on the top or something.
Yeah. So all kinds of things. So one thing I didn't talk about that I want to make sure that I just talk about, if you are like me, let me come back to me for a second. So I'm just at a point where I'm running out. Stick my ball back in there. Okay. So I'm going to add on, and all I'm going to do is stick my new piece right in against the old piece. I'm going to leave that end right inside. Nobody's going to see it once everything's woven because you can't see inside. So that's the really nice part if you have to add on. So I just wanted to mention that. All right. So I'm going to grab another piece here.
I kind of misunderstood your directions about the 14 inches. So I cut several thinking that's somehow we were weaving with those. So I've been actually using those And it was easier because it wasn't big and long.
It
So
wasn't
I've
getting
already been
tangled up.
adding in. So I have little ends sticking out, but it's okay. They'll be gone.
They'll be gone. They'll be gone. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna leave Weaver here. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So did everybody have a good Thanksgiving? Thanksgiving was just this past week. Lots of good food.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine was one of the best ones we've had in years.
Aw.
I
That's
was
awesome.
really happy at the end of our day.
Our
Is
niece,
it-
Good.
our niece hosts Thanksgiving every year in Jacksonville, and whatever family can come just comes. And so some years we have a full house, some years it's a small crowd, but it's lots of fun.
Nice.
So we just got back from Florida, and it's freezing cold up here in Maryland.
Have you guys had snow yet, Kathy?
No,
No.
and hopefully we won't.
So, so those who don't know, I moved from Vermont to Kentucky, and I was talking with a friend of mine, and they had snow over Thanksgiving. I was like, "Yeah, I don't miss that at all."
Yep.
See, but the snow's different up there. My mother retired to Vermont and Poultney, Vermont, Lake St. Catherine.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's deceased now, but the snow up there is dry and it crunches when you walk on it. And the kids go to school even after you get 3 feet of snow. Here,
Oh, damn.
our
Yeah.
our snow is very wet and
Yeah.
turns to ice very quickly.
Well, the snow is drier up there because it's so cold. It's very cold. So yes, the snow is drier, and yes, things don't shut down. Like very rarely did school close. In fact, school closed when if we had any ice.
Mm.
That's when the schools would close. But snow, and
Yep.
the first year I lived there, in early April, Saturday morning to Sunday morning, we got 4 foot of snow, the beginning of April. 24 hours, 4 foot of snow. And Ed and I were like, what did we do? Like we moved there in September, right? It was like, oh my God, 4 foot of snow in April. But what was fascinating to me was by 8 o'clock, we wanted to go get the Sunday paper because we didn't have it delivered. We would go out and get it. The roads were all cleared. They were all plowed. The sidewalks were all plowed. So they had these like little machines that are like, I don't know, but the width of the sidewalk, and the snow comes up off the top and blows out the top, and they come down the sidewalk.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so the sidewalks were clear, the roads were all plowed, and you have a picture of me standing in the snow, snow up to here, and jumped in the snow with the Sunday paper when we went and got it. That said 4 foot and blowing. I was like,
So where in Vermont were you?
Burlington.
Oh, okay. So you were way up north. Yeah.
I was way up north, which was one of the reasons that we did move. Was in this time of year, it's dark early, like 4:30. It's dark. It's just dark. So there's not a lot of sunlight. I'd go to work in the dark. I'd come home in the dark.
Mhm.
And it was cold. It was beautiful. I was there for 21 years. I loved it. Absolutely gorgeous place to live. Mountains are beautiful. The lake is beautiful. We lived right by Lake Champlain, and the lake was absolutely gorgeous. And the mountains were great. I would drive into work seeing the Adirondack Mountains in New York, and I would drive home seeing the Green Mountains in Vermont. So, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. But it's cold, and there's not a lot of daylight. So, but it is dry, a drier snow, but it's partially because it's so cold.
Yeah.
I remember one year we had 40 days where the high was below 0.
Mm.
And we were out at the end of that, Ed and I tooling around, and we stopped at like a little country store that we liked. And we said, oh, we'll just run in because we were parked pretty close. So we didn't put coats on. We just ran in. And we're like, oh, it actually doesn't feel too bad, right? So we ran in, did our thing, and ran back to the car. We start leaving there, we turned the radio on, and they said, it's a 5 degrees out. And it was like, that felt warm compared to how cold it had been for so long. So yeah, you get used
It
to
was
it.
like that in Illinois too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
50 degrees in the fall is different than 50 degrees in the spring.
Yes. You got it.
Whole
Yeah.
different thing.
Yeah, I talked to Deborah Longsdale. She weaves too. She was at TBA this year, and she lives up in Peoria, and they got 4 inches of snow last night. And then Deborah Keyser out in Kansas, she said that they had 7 inches of snow, and I was like, no, I'd kind of like to have snow, but I don't, that's the nice thing about Tennessee is it snows in the morning and is melted by noon. So.
You get to see it and then say goodbye, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
No, it's about time though. We need a big snow. We are in such a drought. I would toolbox from the back of his truck, and it was sitting out beside my garden, and he came out and told me one day, he said, do not mow around that. And I said, why? He said, there's your truck. He'd set it out. Yeah, he'd set it out because he was hauling some big stuff, and he needed the room, and he had just set it off on the side of my garden, and hornets had built a nest on it. And I said, well, it's going to be cold then, because when the hornets nests are low, it's going to be real cold. So but I had black willy worms too. So yeah. And all the persimmons, when you cut them open and you look at the seed, they're all spoons, and that means a big snow too. So,
all right. These are all the any other signs
all old wives' tales.
Time to retire if it gets snow.
Yep.
There we go. There we go. All right. Linda, how you doing there? You got to be close.
I'm gonna braid.
You're gonna braid?
Yeah, I'm this far.
Let me see. Let me make you big again for me. So oops. Sorry, I muted you by accident, Linda. I muted you by accident. I can't unmute you.
There you go.
There you go. Sorry about that. All right. Hold a little higher. Okay, so yeah.
If I just smash it all in flat, and then I think I can do that.
Yep. And then you can just braid and just keep braiding and take it closer and closer to the center. And do you have any glue with you?
Right here.
Perfect. There you go. So braid a little bit, glue it down, hold it, braid a little bit.
Pretty wet though.
Huh? It's pretty wet. Okay.
Yeah.
Then you might have to just braid, and then you need it a little wet to bend it like around.
Yeah.
So. All right.
Okay,
All right.
ladies, I'm gonna step out. I'll
Good
see you
to
again
see you,
sometime.
Kathy. Thanks for
All right.
joining me.
Yep. Okay. Good night.
Good night. All right. Yep. It's almost, oh my gosh, you guys, it's almost 9 o'clock.
Oh wow.
All right.
It is.
Linda, are you good?
I'm fine. I'm
You
good.
All right.
Yep.
Becky, you good?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I've got to add in a piece, but
Yeah.
I'm over halfway. So yeah.
Look at you,
And
you're good.
I found if you laid it down and just kind of pull around that to me it helped to kind of keep it in against it. So
Against the ball. Perfect.
yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Debbie, you doing okay?
I'm doing very, very well.
Oh, look at
that's
that.
beautiful.
Coming right
I
in
like
there.
that.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Love it. All right. Well, then you guys, I think I'm going to call it for tonight. Post some pictures when you're done. I want to see how you get creative. And I will say happy last Monday in November. Can't believe it. We're going to have December Friday. Oh,
Don't forget to say rabbit on Friday. Yeah.
Rabbit. All right, you got to tell me. I
Yeah.
don't know, Becky.
It's a pagan tradition, and you say rabbit, 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 hare, 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 and there's another verse to it, and Char knows it, but I can't remember it right off the top of my head. But anyway, you say that. That's the first thing you say when you get up that morning. As soon as you get out of bed, you say rabbit, 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 and it's supposed to bring good luck. for the
Well, all
month.
right.
Yeah. So I mean, you know, we all need a little luck. So
We all
it
need
doesn't
luck.
hurt.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Well, take care, you guys. I will see you guys next week.
All right.
Okay.
Bye.